Have you ever felt like something invisible, yet very real, is pulling you to the extremes? As if your energy, no matter how strong it seems at times, is suddenly drained by a force you can't name? Maybe it's not just fatigue. Maybe your powerful aura is being tested by a universal law that almost no one notices at work. The law of polarity. This sacred law teaches that everything has its complementary opposite. Light and shadow, strength and fragility, expansion and withdrawal. But when your aura, your most intimate energy field, comes into conflict with this law, the result is vibrational confusion. And a confused soul does not manifest. It does not magnetize. It does not hear the signs. Today, we will reveal 5 clear signs that your aura is out of balance with this law. And more, how to return to the sacred center where the opposite becomes your ally and your spiritual energy begins to pulse with a higher vibration again. By the end of this video, you won't just understand what is happening to you, you will feel it, and that will be your awakening. The law of polarity is one of the 7 hermetic laws described in the Kybalion. It states, everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its opposite. On the physical level, we understand this easily. Day and night, hot and cold, joy and sadness. But in the subtle field of the aura, this law works in an even more mysterious way. Your aura is not just a light around you. It is a living electromagnetic system that records and emits frequencies based on the internal polarities of your consciousness. When you are at peace with your shadows, your field shines with energetic presence. When you deny parts of yourself, your field contracts and begins to attract distortions. That's where imbalances are born, because your powerful aura is nourished by contrast, not by denial. Spiritual energy doesn't demand perfection. It asks for integration, and if polarity is not embraced, it imposes itself. In relationships, in finances, in the body, what you repress, your aura expresses. Can you feel it? Maybe it's already happening to you. Imagine an invisible pendulum inside you. It swings between days when you feel magnetic, present, invincible, and others when it seems you don't even have the strength to be in your own body. This movement is not random. It's a direct reflection of a polar imbalance in your energetic presence. When your aura can't find a point of integration between the poles, action and rest, giving and retreating, firmness and flow, it starts to react with instability. You enter spaces full of light and feel disconnected. Then you isolate yourself and feel empty. The soul asks for center, but the body vibrates in extremes. This is common among people with high energetic sensitivity. An empath, for example, strongly picks up on the polarities of others and the environment. But if they don't recognize their own internal tensions, their field starts to amplify everything until it burns out. These swings are not just emotional. They are signs that your energy field lacks clear vibrational direction. You alternate between being a source and being a sponge, between magnetism and drainage, between manifestation and blockage. True presence is born from the balance of opposites. And when that doesn't happen, your inner pendulum stops guiding and starts taking control. You walk into a place that seems calm, but something in your body tightens. The air feels heavier, the people more distant, and even without words, you sense that something there isn't right. This is one of the most common experiences for those who carry a sensitive aura. But when this perception starts to feel distorted often, the message is different. Your intuition is out of sync, and the distortion isn't in the environment. It's in your field. Powerful aura acts like an antenna. When it's in balance with the law of polarity, it reads environments clearly. It recognizes what belongs to you and what belongs to others. But when the field is polarized, too focused on the external, on defense, or on absorption, it loses clarity. You start projecting energies that aren't real. Or, on the other hand, you ignore signals that should be protecting you. The way you sense a space is a spiritual compass. When it fails, the path becomes heavy, even in sunlight. Behind all this, there's an unrecognized energetic fatigue. Your aura is trying to tell you, I can't process the world. I need silence. But how can you give silence to your aura if you live in constant defense mode? The unbalanced empath interprets the world through emotional overload. The balanced empath translates the world through vibrational neutrality. Have you noticed that certain types of people keep showing up in your life? Always someone who demands a lot but gives very little. Who approaches asking, absorbing, draining. These presences are a direct reflection of a field out of balance with the polarity of giving. When your powerful aura leans too far into the pole of serving, caring, rescuing, it starts to emit a frequency that attracts neediness, not connection. In the energetic field, this is called vibrational polarization from excessive output. You give so much that you begin to vibrate a lack of receiving. And wherever there are gaps, there is attraction. Energy vampires are not necessarily bad people. Often, they're simply unbalanced, seeking external light because they've lost access to their own. But when you become the constant source without return, your aura starts to collapse. Healthy personal magnetism works like a circuit. It sends out but also receives. It welcomes but also protects itself. When you don't honor this cycle, you start to repeat karmic patterns. One-sided relationships, friendships that drain, spaces that empty you out. The law of polarity demands balance even in love. Those who only give fall apart. Those who only receive become stagnant. Do you feel like you've been allowing more than you should? Maybe your aura is begging for energetic boundaries. Not as protection from others, but as a sacred act of love for yourself. Manifestation is a subtle dance between intention and permission. But when the aura is misaligned with the law of polarity, it dances alone. Desire says yes, but the field says not yet. And the universe listens to the field, not the words. One of the most revealing signs of this imbalance is vibrational confusion in the act of creating reality. You think positively, you visualize, you feel, but the results don't show up clearly. Or worse, you manifest something similar, but it quickly falls apart. This happens because your spiritual energy is fragmented between unintegrated poles. You want abundance, but fear being seen. You want love, but fear surrender. You want change, but keep feeding the same routine. A powerful aura can only manifest with strength when the internal opposites are aligned. When you give yourself permission to receive what you're asking for. When the vibrational yes echoes louder than the unconscious no's. Manifestation doesn't respond to what you want with effort. It responds to what you accept with presence. And presence is born from integrated polarity. When you honor both the light of your desire and the shadow that still hesitates. That is the true key to clear manifestation. Without it, your field creates noise, not reality. Synchronicity is the silent language of the universe. It doesn't speak in words, but in encounters, signs, and repetitions. When your aura is in harmony, you notice time aligns, answers arrive before the question. The invisible reveals itself in the ordinary. But when that flow disappears, when everything feels out of sync, it's a sign that your energy field is out of tune with the Akashic field. You're not off your path. You're just out of the vibrational alignment that allows you to read the map. The high vibration of synchronicity depends on your ability to listen. But a saturated, anxious, exhausted aura loses the ability to decode the signs. They're still happening, but you don't recognize them. Or worse, you start to doubt them. The absence of synchronicities is not the universe abandoning you. It's an invitation to realign. When your human electromagnetism becomes too polarized, toward the future, toward pressure, toward rigidity, it steps out of the soul's timing. And the soul only speaks in the time of now. Have you noticed that when you're at peace, even coincidences make sense? It's because your aura has started reading the symbols again. All energetic healing begins with recognition. Rebalancing polarity doesn't require spiritual perfection, only conscious presence. And it all starts in the subtle body. When you acknowledge the oscillation, you begin to dissolve it. There are simple yet deep practices that help restore this center. Spiritual self-care. Set aside a moment each day where you're not useful to anyone, only sacred to yourself. In that space, your aura stops emitting and begins to be nourished. Conscious, energetic protection. Not as a shield of fear, but as a filter of truth. Visualize your aura as a field of living light that recognizes what belongs to you and releases what does not. Recharging energy in silence. Silence is not the absence of sound. It is the presence of soul. Disconnect from external noise for a few minutes each day. Let your body enter zero-point state, the field where polarities neutralize and energy is restored. Establishing energetic boundaries. Saying no is also a form of healing. The aura needs structure to expand. Without limits, it scatters. With limits, it magnetizes. Reconnecting with human electromagnetism. Walk barefoot. Touch a tree. Breathe deeply with intention. These simple acts ground the aura back into the body, and the body back into the earth. It's in the integration of spirit and matter that polarity finds balance. An aura that learns to dance between extremes becomes a field of pure manifestation. You are not broken. You're simply being reminded that two worlds coexist within you, and neither one needs to win over the other. A truly powerful aura is not the one that only vibrates light. It's the one that has the courage to welcome the shadow with the same reverence. What you feel as imbalance may actually be a call for integration. It's not about neutralizing your emotions. It's about allowing each emotion to find its complementary opposite, and through that, reveal the path to center. When you honor this flow, the universe responds. Manifestation becomes clear. Synchronicities return. Empathy transforms into wisdom, and what once felt like chaos becomes refined vibrational awareness. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to this channel to keep walking this vibrational journey. Like the video if your energy felt truth here, and share in the comments. Which of these signs do you recognize most in yourself right now? Maybe your answer will help someone else remember too. Because when one soul awakens, the entire field transforms.